What's up, everybody? It's Magma TV, and we back again with another episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, today's episode is going to be a little different. We're talking about a gang that terrorized the city, a gang half the people didn't even know about, and they had a war going on right in the backyard, and nobody knew nothing about it. In this war was still the life of 15-year-old Chain Bucknut. Chain, a college student at Middle College High in San Pablo, who was taking both high school and college courses and dreamed of being a nurse and a lawyer, who was shot and unalived by a group of gang members police believe who were looking for her brother. Her killing was a string of attacks of rival Southeast Asian gangs for several years who have terrorized the East Bay neighborhoods from San Pablo, Richmond, Emeryville, and Oakland. I'm going to give a rest in peace to Shane Bucknut. I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong. The SOD will have a gang of events, like one where time is a shooting out in Oakland. This tragedy shook the whole entire city. It was meant to be retaliation, but between rival groups turned into a family's worst nightmare. Bullets intended for teenagers instead struck innocent people. 7-year-old Salsa Sefa was just in second grade when he caught in a gunfire and lost his life after being shot in the neck. He wasn't involved in the streets. He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And his death became a painful reminder of when violence erupts, and it's often the innocent who pays the highest price. Richmond has seen too many stories like this, and this one should never be forgotten. Rest in peace, young king. Just 2 days shortly after the 7-year-old boy was unalive in Oakland, an SOD member, 19-year-old by the name of Dean Hung, was gunned down on Stanford and Runrail. 4 CLB members will be charged in the shooting later on. Another event that took place in December 17, 1999, a kid named Michael from Hercules was going to the store with his girlfriend at J&M's in San Pablo. He bumped into a bunch of juveniles, not knowing that they was the SODs. And the SODs seen him wearing red, but not knowing he wasn't gang affiliated. Michael will avoid the situation and get in the car and drive off. As he drove off, a juvenile was shot in the car, killing Michael and paralyzing 2 others. Prosecutors will charge the suspects as adults, and they say it was a third-generation SOD member. And on a separate event, July 25th, 2003, OG named Neil was sitting on the porch with a bunch of SOD members. Salvador Chavez will walk by, a member of the Sereno Easter Hill gang, will walk by throwing up gang signs and saying something crazy to the group that was on the porch. The 4 teens on the porch will run and jump him, and one of the teens will pull out a .38 revolver. Someone in the crowd told him don't fire, and instead they beat Salvador, hit his head on the car, and smashed his head on the curb. They beat him, drug him, and one of the suspects will pull out a knife and end up stabbing him on the scene. Salvador will not survive his injuries. In all, 7 suspects will be arrested. Neil was also arrested for orchestrating the whole thing. He was caught a year later in Utah. Around the same time this happened, a SOD member will be at a party in Hercules and be caught by a bunch of Cambodian Crips from San Francisco. They will try to take him out, but end up hitting the innocent person. No other reports on that case about her arrest. In 2013, Kevin V. Long convinced his girlfriend, Brittany Bernard, to hit a lick. 43-year-old Rodeo Sarmiento was at the San Pablo Casino. He was on a winning streak. Brittany Bernard would lure Sarmiento to a hood in South Richmond. They would attempt to rob him, and in an attempt to rob him, they would end up taking his life. Kevin V. Long, Brittany Bernard will both be charged. Now, this case right here was very, very different. You can't underestimate nobody. Now, we know about the blacks, we know about the Mexicans, we even know about the white Irish gangs. But the Cambodian, South Asians, SODs, SCOBs, that was a part of history too. They was there. That was a part of Richmond. So I had to give them a little bit. I want to give a rest in peace to all the innocent lives that lost their life in this video. Thank you for watching. It's MacMud TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Richmond docu-series, Hood Tours. Season 2, we going to another city, man. So let's get these stories in. Give me some information. Let's go.